The following is tape number 3 from the Nectar of Devotion series, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded between October 20th and November 14th, 1972, in Vrindaban, India.
So, by this devotional process, Adu Saddha Tato Sadhu Sangha, that love, sadhukanam ayam premna pradudbhavi bhavet krama. There are stages or steps one after another. If we practice sadhu sange sato vritte sarabhi bhakti prasiddhati, Sri Rupa Goswami says that potent love for Krishna can be reinstated again, invoked again by the prescribed method. Sadhu sange sato vitte sarabhi bhakti prasiddhati. Utsaha dhajjad nishchaya. When you get little taste of love of Krishna, just like we are sitting here, we have got little taste for loving Krishna. Otherwise, why we should waste our time in this way? This is called Saddha. So, this Saddha is also invoked by association with sadhu, devotees. Then, if we little become enthusiastic, just like you have become utsaha, you have left your country, everything, and you are going everywhere, coming with me, not for any material profit, but for increasing your Krishna consciousness. This is called utsaha, enthusiasm. Our whole Krishna consciousness movement is depending on this enthusiasm. Just like I went to a country at the age of 70 years, nobody goes out of home, but there was enthusiasm. Yes, I must go. And because I went, there is something, you have got the information. Similarly, enthusiasm is the basic principle. Adu, utsaha, dhairya, by patience. Not that I am working so hard for Krishna, but I am not getting any impetus. No, don't be impatient. Krishna will give you chance. He is giving chance always, 24 hours, imperceptibly. But we cannot appreciate very much. Krishna sees as far as we are able, according to our strength. He gives responsibility. But we must be rest assured, when we have taken shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, fully, without any reservation, Krishna must be pleased. Maybe it will take some time. This is called nishchaya, certainty, assurance. Utsaha dhajjat nishchayat tat karma pravartanat. You have to execute the routine, prescribed duties. Tat karma pravartanat. You cannot go against the principles of devotional service. With patience you must execute. Tat karma pravartana. Sato vritte. Sato vritte means dealings must be very honest. No duplicity. Very frank, plain. Sato vritte sadhu sangha, and in association of devotees. Sarabhi bhakti prasiddha. In this way, our propensity of love for Krishna will increase. And similarly, there are other 6 methods. Prajalpa niyamagraha, tyahara prayasasta prajalpa niyamagraha, janasangasta, laulam janasangasta sarabhi bhakti pranasat. Tyahara, eating or collecting more than necessity. That is uttahara. Ahara means eating and collecting. Ahara. So, we should not collect more than what we need. Krishna is giving us. Just like we are spending so much money in all our centers. So Krishna is sending us the necessary expenditure. Otherwise, how we are maintaining? So, but we should not be hankering after collecting more than what is necessary. That is uttahara. Similarly, we should not eat more than what we need for maintaining the body and soul together. Atyahara prayas. Prayas. We should not endeavor for anything which requires too much anxiety. That is called prayas. Atyahara prayasa. Automatically, by Krishna's grace, whatever comes, that's all. Atyahara prayasasta prajalpa. Talking unnecessarily nonsense. Just like people waste their time talking 3 hours on some political situation. They have got enough time to discuss newspaper, but when they are invited to our class, they find no time. So we should not waste our time, a single moment. Time is very valuable. In your country they say time is money. So either you take money, that is artha, or paramartha. Money is required in the material world, and in the spiritual world, paramartha, spiritual asset. Somehow or other, even those who are materialists, they do not waste their time. So we are after spiritual realization, how we can waste our time. Time is very valuable. So we should not waste time. Prajalpa niyamatra. Jana sangas. And associating with ordinary persons who are not devotees. Jana sangas. People in general, they have no taste for Krishna. And greediness, lowlam, these things are impediments for advancing in Krishna consciousness. Sarabhi bhakti, niyamagraha. Niyamagraha means simply busy to follow the rules, but actually do not understand what is the meaning of such following. Not blindly, one should follow regulative principles with firm conviction and understand. Niyam agraha, niyam agraha. Agraha means eagerness to accept, and agraha, not accepting. In both ways, niyamagraha. Not to accept the regulative principle, that is also faulty. And too much agraha, false agraha, without knowing the meaning of it, that is also faulty. Niyamagraha, atyahara prayasascha prajalpa niyamagraha, laulam janasangast, sarabhi bhakti pranasit. So you should be very careful. If we are, because our only business is jato bhakti radhokhari, to increase our loving propensity for Krishna, adhokhaya, which is beyond the reach of our senses. Krishna's another name is Adhokha, beyond the reach of senses. Anubhav. We can perceive Krishna is there, but not that by our senses. We can touch, we can see, we can smell. That we shall do as we increase, as we purify our senses. Sevanmukhi jivbhav, not immediate. Just like Sanatana Goswami, he was talking with his deity. So, as we make advancement in spiritual consciousness, Krishna will talk with us directly. The deity will talk with you. There are many instances. In Vrindaban, there was Gopal, Shakti Gopal. He has now gone to Orissa. He talked with his devotees and went with his devotee. So, Krishna is giving us chance to touch him, to see him, to smell him, to taste him by so many ways. This is called Archanman. And gradually, when we advance, it will be directly, just like we are directly talking. That will be possible. So, patiently, by following the regulative principles, sadhu marganugavanam, adu gudbasrayam. In the beginning, one has to accept the bona fide spiritual master, sadharma pricha, then inquiry from spiritual master, atata brahma jigyasa, jivasya tattva jigyasa. In this way, that vidhi panipatena pariprasnena srivaya. Pariprasna, in this way, we shall have to make advancement, and gradually our dormant love of Krishna will be fully manifest. This is the way. Go on.
Then the nectar of devotion teaches us how to stimulate our original love for Krishna and how to be situated in that position where we can enjoy our blissful life. In the primary stage, a child loves his parents, then his brothers and sisters. This theme is the sum of substance of the nectar of devotion, which teaches us how to love Krishna in 5 different transcendental mellows.
Yes, the subject matter of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, basic principle, how to love Krishna in 5 primary rasas. Shantaras, Sakharas, Dasaras, Shanta, Dasa, Sakha, Vatsalya, Mantra. One.
Our loving propensity expands just as a vibration of light or air expands, but we do not know where it ends. The nectar of devotion teaches us the science of loving every one of the living entities perfectly by the easy method of loving Krishna. We have failed to create peace and harmony in human society, even by such great attempts as the United Nations, because we do not know the right method. The method is very simple, but one has to understand it with a cool head. The nectar of devotion teaches all men how to perform the simple and natural method of loving Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If we learn how to love Krishna, then it is very easy to immediately and simultaneously love every living being.
Yes. Everyone in the human society is trying to establish love in the society, but it is being failed. The reason is that we are missing the central point. Just like from a point you can make a circle. What is called that? Compass, yes. The compass, you put the pointed part on the center, you can make a circle. And so, if I do not take the central point, I make my own point, then my circle will overlap your circle. There will be clash. But if the center is the same, I can draw one circle, you can draw another circle, none of these circles will overlap. So if taking Krishna as the center, nirbandhe Krishna sambandhe, if we relate our activities, social activities, philanthropic activities, political activities, any religious activities, any activity, if you make center Krishna, then my circle, your circle, another circle will not overlap, but it will give different lights, Krishna being center. That point we are discussing in this morning from Srimad Bhagavatam. Atapang bhi dijasesha varnasama vibhagas. Everyone is trying to make his own circle. Political, social, humanitarian, philosophical, scientific. That's all right. But Bhagavad says that make your circle perfect from the point of Krishna. Don't miss the point. Sanustitasya dharmasya samsiddhi haritosanam. Whatever you do, if you try to please Krishna, then your circle is perfect. Krishna must be center. Rupa Goswami says, Nidbandhe Krishna Sambandhe. Krishna Sambandhe, you can deal in politics. Then politics will be perfect. Krishna Sambandhe, you can make circle of scientific knowledge. Then it will be perfect. Making center Krishna, either politics, sociology, philosophy, religion, whatever it may, it will be perfect. Yukta vairagam achat. Anasaktasya vishayan jatharam upajanjat. Just like we are using this microphone, this is material scientific advancement. Sometimes they criticize that you are not materialistic. Why you are using the modern appliances? Why you are flying on the aeroplane? So, practically, our vision is that everything is Krishna's and everything must be utilized for Krishna's service. That is our philosophy. Actually, it is so. This microphone is manufactured by Krishna's energy. Bhumirapa analo vayu khangmana buddhirivacha. Prakriti bhinna me ashtadha. So, this metal portion or the rubber portion or any portion of this microphone is made of the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air. So, Krishna says, they are my separated energy. So, all the separated energy, we are dovetailing with the service of Krishna. That we do not see that this matter is separate from Krishna. Actually, it is not so. When we see that matter is separate from Krishna, that is materialism. When we see the matter is energy of Krishna, that is not materialism, that is spiritualism. So it is our intellect, how we can utilize everything with Krishna. Nidbandhe Krishna sambandhe yukta vairagam uchat. Anasaktasya vishayan. If we utilize the same matter for our sense gratification, visha, then it is material. The same flower, if I collect it for my sense gratification. This flower is material. This same flower, when I pick up for offering on the lotus feet of Krishna, this is spiritual. Then how the material thing transformed into spiritual? By the consciousness. Therefore, our propaganda is to raise the Krishna consciousness. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti. That is our propaganda. As soon as we raise the consciousness to the platform of Krishna, then we become spiritualized. Nidbandhi Krishna Sambandhi Yukta Vairagam Uchyat. Who is talking? Nidbandhi Krishna Sambandhi Yukta Vairagam Uchyat. Just like Ramananda Rai. He was governor. He was governor of Madras. But he was one of the most confidential devotee of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya and Ramananda Rai were talking together, and Sri Ramananda Rai was feeling little shyness because he did not belong to the Brahmin community. He was governor, householder. So he thought that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asking him question and he was answering. That means he was taking the superior position. So he felt little shyness. And when he was feeling such shyness, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu encouraged him, Kiba Vipra, Kiba Sudra, Nasikane Noy, Jai Krishna Tattva-vetta Sai Guru. Encouraged him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught the whole world how one can become exalted simply by learning the science of Krishna. Krishna Tattva-vetta. Tattva means science. It doesn't matter whether he is a sannyasi or a grihastha or a Shudra or a Brahmin. It doesn't matter. These are all designations of the body. Spiritually, we are all one. Pandita Samadarshi. So, if we are on the spiritual platform means to understand the science of Krishna, the Supreme Spirit. Then, if we are conversant with the science of Krishna, then anyone who is such enlightened, he is perfect spiritual master. It doesn't matter what he is. Just like Haridas Thakur, he was born in Mohammedan family. Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they were rejected from the Brahmin community and they took the Muslim name, Sakar Malik, David Khas. But it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's preaching that he collected all these exalted personalities, they are associates of Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But the universality of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement is such that anyone can become Krishna conscious and anyone can accept or be elevated to the exalted post of Goswami, Namacharya. Just like Haridas Thakur was made the Namacharya. And Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, although rejected by the Brahmin community, they were the exalted Goswami, 6 Goswami. Sirup Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath, Srijiv Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath. Ei Chai Gosai Jar Karmai Das. So our whole Vaishnava, Gauriya Vaishnava community are servants of all these Goswamis. So, it doesn't matter. Krishna also confirms, Manhi Partha Vapasita Jepishu Papa Jonah. It doesn't matter one is born in lower family. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Sadho visadda savonaya kalpat. Even the dog eaters. In the beginning, we did not know who is the dog eater. Now, when we are traveling all over the world, we see so many dog eaters. In Korea, China, Philippines, there are many dog eaters. So, in the Shastras, it is mentioned, even the dog eaters. Swado. Swa means dog, and other, one who eats. Sadho visadda savanaya kalpat. If one is elevated to Krishna consciousness, even if he is born in the family of dog eaters, or he is a dog eater, of course he cannot remain dog eater. After coming to become a Vaishnava, he does not remain a dog eater. But dog eating is not disqualification. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's a specific contribution. Nothing is disqualification to come to Krishna consciousness, provided one is serious to come to this platform. Sadhopi Saddha. Srila Jiva Goswami has commented on this line, Sadhopi Saddha, that a dog eater, after becoming a devotee, immediately he becomes a qualified Brahmin, so much so that he becomes competent to become a priest in the matter of offering sacrifices. But Jiva Goswami says that even a person is born in Brahmin family, he awaits the qualification of performing sacrifices. He has to be initiated, he has to be advanced in education, so many things. But one dog eater, if he takes to Krishna consciousness, immediate, without waiting for reformatory method, he becomes immediately competent to act as priest in performing sacrifice. But we should not take advantage of this. Actually, we should become on the platform of Brahmin, qualified Vaishnava, so that others may not criticize. That is our special request. The chance is there, everyone. This path of Krishna consciousness is open to everyone. It does not matter. My position is very precarious. This morning, one man came to challenge me how I am converting these mlechas and javanas to Vaishnava. Yeah. But how I am converting, it is there in the Shastra. Kirata hunanda pulinda pukkasa vira samba jamana khasadaya jande cha papad jadupasraya sraya suddhanti. They become purified according to Shastra. Sri Sanatana Goswami gives direction. Tatha dikha vidhanena dijattam jayate nina. By dikha vidhan, by proper initiation, any person can attain the stage of dijattam. So our method is not against the Shastra. The Shastra vidhimussika. If we give up the direction of the Shastra, then we are faulty. If we do not deviate the injunctions of the Shastras, Sadhu Shastra Guru Vakko, Tinete Kuryaiko. In the Shastra it is sanctioned. My Guru Maharaj, he also ordered, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also ordered. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered that Prithivite ache jato nagaradik gram, so that means he wanted that all over the world, in every town, in every village, his mission should be propagated. And what is his mission? His mission is Jai Krishna Tattvavetta Sai Guruha. That is his mission. It is not that in Western countries one cannot become Vaishnava, one cannot become Guru. This is not. This such sort of remark is not tolerable from the Shastric point of view. It is completely, strictly to the Shastric point of view. And it is a glory for us that people in other countries outside India, they are accepting this cult of Krishna consciousness. But crippled people, they unnecessarily criticize this method, but we don't care for them. Thank you very much.